Hey guys, what's up? It's Alexis.
Breezy. Kathy.
This week we're doing a video called Your Purpose. We're going to be talking about what each of our purposes is, and we're going to be saying what we feel God has tagged us to do, since we're 5 tagged girls, even though there's only 3 of us today. And we're going to be going around our church asking some other people what they feel their purpose is and what they think God has tagged them to do.
And then we're going to ask you what your purpose is.
Yes.
So at Castle we learned that everyone has a purpose that God has for you, and one thing that stood out to me was a week before or a couple months ago, I couldn't even remember, but I started watching YouTube channels of people who just did vlogs and stuff about their life, and I thought since so many people watch those channels that maybe me and my friends could start a YouTube channel and maybe spread that love to all those people that watch YouTube, and that was one thing that stood out to me when I went to Castle, and that's it.
I feel that my purpose, or what God has tagged me to do, is to be an encourager. There are so many people out there in the world that just feel depressed and not cared about, and I know a lot of people that cut and just don't feel good about themselves, and I've had them come to me and talk to me, and they tell me I always make them happy, or I'm a good encourager. So I feel that God has called me to be an encourager and to help people get out of the darkness and into His light.
Okay, so my purpose that God has set out for me is to be a traveler / missionary. I've always wanted to travel the whole world, and I always love doing missionary stuff. Like I went to Mexico and I went to West Virginia and other places, but that's one of the things I really wanted to do, was like travel, and so I just think that would be my purpose.
Okay, my purpose in life is to show love to others as God has shown love to me.
Well, and one reason we show Jesus is by praying with the other team after a softball game or a ball tournament.
My purpose that God has called me to do is to be a teacher and to be a leader.
Hi, I'm Macy, and I feel like my purpose is to play the violin and the piano to spread the gospel.
I think that God has called me to be a teacher. Ultimately, to pour into young people's lives Him. In the public school, I can't do that as openly as I would like to, but I can love on those children and pray for those children, and when the opportunity arises, share that with their family. Oftentimes their family comes to me and asks me to pray for them, or asks me questions regarding the Bible or Jesus, and I'm able to do that.
My purpose for life is sharing God's words through verses that I hand out at school.
Something God has in store for my life is missions, because I love going on a mission.
God puts each and every one of us on this earth for a reason, and He blesses each and every one of us with certain talents and abilities that we can use in everyday life. And I feel like God has blessed me with the ability to be personable with people and to build close relationships with them so that I can show them love and ultimately where I find joy in everyday life, and that's solely in Jesus Christ.
Thanks for watching. Your challenge for this week is to comment below what you think God has tagged you to do, or what you think your purpose is. Our verse for the week is Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. Have a great week. Tag you're in!
Oh, that's a tomato.
Oh, you're going?
Go. Why don't you set that one somewhere?
Could you set it on my stand?
Here we go.
It's even video now.
Each of our purposes. Each of our purposes is.
Good.
Ready?
Walk this road ahead.
100 miles on my head.
Are we ready?